is. I get to be with my ladies. Oh, Ice is back.
Happy New Year!
Don't
look at me.
Y'all have to see this. Y'all have to
We're
see it.
so
She
excited.
is back. You are not dreaming. There is 5 of us. Let's go. Let's go. Let me get in here and share this thing so we can get started. Because y'all know
I'm trying to share it to a few places.
we have a fantastic
Woo!
day, and I am excited.
It's 2023, y'all, and look at it. We're already starting strong. 5
New year,
powerful
baby.
women.
New
Woo!
year. Let's go.
This
Hey.
just blesses my heart in so many ways. Happy New Year, Let's Talk Football family and NSD and everyone watching, and just ready for 5 dynamic women. I call us the Fab Five, but you can call us whatever you want.
Sid, you weren't first. Johnny
What's
Dean
up,
beat you.
everybody?
You were first on
Sorry.
YouTube.
What
You know,
up,
2
Nick?
plus 3 equals 5.
Man, get on up in here. Everybody, you have to tune in. This show is going to be absolutely
Anthony.
amazing. What up,
Yo.
Anthony?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening,
Mhm.
Sean.
Let's go.
That was on YouTube.
First on YouTube.
You were
Let's
first
go.
on YouTube then. Sid. We'll let you be first on YouTube.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh
100%.
man, that's funny. All right, so let's start our introductions. Janae.
Let's go. Hey, guys, you already know what time it is. It's Let's Talk Football Ladies Takeover. I am Janae Struther. And who do I have right above me?
Hey, I'm Delilah. Woo! I'm back, baby. I'm so excited. Woo!
Let's
2023.
go, let's
I
go.
love it. Love the positive energy. All 5 of us are on. This is fantastic. Nicole joined us just a few weeks before the new year. And then Ash came back. It was serendipitous. It was meant to happen this way. So I'm Delilah, one of the co-hosts of the Ladies Talk Show, but also Roundtable on Tuesday nights. So make sure you tune in on Tuesdays when myself, Mr. Anthony Handy, who's in the comments, and Nick Rosario are on to talk football, and Sean Spencer in the background being the amazing producer that he is.
Absolutely. All right, now who do we have right next to her? And I'm so excited.
I'm Ash, which I've been here before, but I took a little break because mental health is important.
Absolutely.
You can find me here. You can find me on the fantasy show where I was voted the best host because absolutely I'm the best.
Yes.
Everybody wants her.
I'm the only female on the fantasy show, so I mean, obviously, I won that. Also,
Let's
shout
go.
out to this show because y'all won best new show of the year, so
Let's
that's
go.
amazing.
Let's go.
Amazing.
Woo!
I'm also on the off season. I do the morning show with Sean and Sydney, and
Yes.
then we also started a new thing because I have a mouth that is like a sailor. So we started doing Switins Unfiltered, where you can
Let's
hear me
go.
talk very nicely during the second half of the Sunday night game. So I am there as well. We're kind of all over.
Hey, it works. That works. That's what I'm talking about.
Also, I'm gonna shout out Anthony right now because he's been shouting out his brand Zagnif Apparel, and I got it. I got it on today.
Nice.
This is like the softest top, and it's like so lightweight. I'm obsessed. So
Good. Hey, get your shirt, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. I love that. All right. Who do we have right next to Ash?
Well, you have the creator of this wonderful show, and I'm so blessed to have you wonderful ladies joining me on this fantabulous journey. But I am Kate, sometimes known as annoying because I am Tom Brady's biggest fan, Alverson. And I am representing my boy tonight, Mr. Dean. I have my Brady jersey on tonight. because why not? Because he was the FedEx Air Player of the Week. So
Absolutely.
gotta
Absolutely.
represent my man. He did really good against Carolina. And I am Stifler's mom at the round table. Somehow nominated me to become, because I do love my young little boys in the NFL. Most importantly, Mr. Joe Burrow. Anyway, so and then I am also very proud that we won the best new show, because let me just tell you, nothing's better than 5 dynamic women talking the game of NFL
Let's
football.
go. Let's
So,
go.
boys, take a back seat and enjoy the greatness that's going to happen tonight.
Let's go. All right, let's finish it off. Who do we have right under Kate?
I'm Nicole, and I'm excited to be here with you beautiful people. I cheer for the Saints, but I'm an okay ambassador. We got the Let's Talk Football group. Sean is semi-Panthers fan, and we do the NFC South. I do the Saints on there with Andrew and Kyle.
Let's
so
go.
I see Sean there. Thank you. And
That's me. I
oh.
forgot I was still logged in as Sean.
Well, but yeah, so it's been great. I love this. Yeah, having fun, and you can catch me on here with these lovely people.
Absolutely, man.
I'm so excited. Nicole's on here. Nicole came on unfiltered one time, and I probably made her feel like a terrible person. So I'm really glad I can redeem myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love it. I love it. Woo!
Yes.
Nicole is refreshing because I love her comments.
I'm learning.
Oh God, this warms my heart, guys. We got to start the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. We want you guys to please share, like, all the above. We want people to see it. We got to let people know that the women know football. All right, so we got some birthday shout-outs.
Yes.
We got some birthday twins, right? They're the same day. Happy birthday,
Tomorrow.
Andrew and Nick. Let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you're doing the
Happy
sexy Marilyn Monroe.
birthday, dear Andrew and Nick. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hang on there.
We got serenaded by Kate. This is a great birthday already.
It really is.
It's always good to celebrate a
I
new
did my
year.
best Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, you did.
But it's always
I
good to
love it.
celebrate a new year. So happy birthday, you two. All right, let's get into it. We do have a Damar Hamlin update. If you don't know about what's going on with Damar Hamlin, please just pick up your phone and look at anything. You will know what's going on. But we have a positive update when we've normally been getting, little pieces to indicate goodness. But now we have confirmed that there is goodness, guys. The update lately, that just came out is that he woke up. He was talking. He did ask who won the game, and the doctor said, "You won the game. You won the
I
game,"
loved that.
and which is absolutely true, man. We are just so excited that we know what happened. Like, it's not even like a question of he was not breathing on the field. He stopped breathing again at the hospital. This is a situation where we didn't know, but we do have good news, guys. So how do you guys feel? Delilah, what's up? Tell me.
I'm so happy. I mean, he's only 24, which for me it's like super young. He's a big,
Yes, absolutely.
24 years old. His family was watching from the stands. I try to put myself in his parents' place, his mama, like how scary that must have been. Seeing that live and wanting, praying for your son and trying to get to him, so, and it was just so scary. So I'm so happy that he's recovering so quickly.
Yes.
And I want to say thanks to the medical personnel that reacted so quickly, that got out in that field so fast and got his heart back to the right beat and gave him oxygen right away. Doctors at the hospitals, that's basically what they were saying. He's alive, not just because he's 24, but because of the quick action of the trained medical staff on the sidelines, reacting so quickly and getting to him so fast and making sure that he got CPR, right? Got his heart back. And so thank you to them. Like, they're
Yeah.
heroes. Like,
Big
seriously,
time.
like, nice job to you guys. The doctors and other people at the hospital running, working around the clock. Like, prayers are important, but that's why these doctors are your answered prayers, right? They working around the clock, making sure this young man is alive, the nurses, everybody. So I think it's fantastic. I love that, the doctors told him, you won life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that was just beautiful. So I'm so happy, and I can't wait to continue to watch his road to recovery, because
Absolutely.
everything is looking positive now.
It's just it's a good feeling. Ash, what's on your mind? Tell me about it.
I don't know about everybody else, but I know since Monday, I've been sitting here just refreshing Twitter, like, somebody give me something, because what you've given me now is not enough. Like, I need something to, like, make me
100%.
feel, I mean, not just make me feel better, but to let everyone know, like, he's gonna be okay. Because
100%.
When it happened, it was like, did we just watch somebody die, like, on Monday Night Football? Like, is that what happened right now?
Absolutely.
So I'm super happy that something has finally come out that gives you, like, a little bit of, like, oh, okay, we can breathe now. Because I feel like we've all just been, and I'm happy for the Bills and the Bengals that they've gotten some type of word, so they feel like, okay, you know what, we can go back out there and we can do this. I know, like, Hamlin's dad was on, like, a Zoom call with them and things, trying to, like, lift them up and be like, he wants you guys to go back out there and play and do good. So I think they needed that a lot to be able to kind of, like, take the next step to getting back out on the field, which,
Absolutely.
I mean, doesn't matter because his life is way more important, but I'm glad that they got good news so we can kind of keep it going now. So, and I'm really happy to hear, when it happened and then after, and, like, thinking about it, and I'm like, I just want, like, how long did his brain not have oxygen? Like, is he, even if he does wake up, is he going to wake up okay? Like, what kind of state is he going to be in when he does finally get waken up? So it's really nice to see or hear that all the neurological thing, all the synapses in his brain are firing the way they're supposed to. So that's super awesome.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Kate, how do you feel?
The minute it happened, I went into mom mode because I know that was someone's son. And I started bawling. I started just crying, watching that game, going, please, dear God, let him be okay. That's all. I just repeated that a million times that night, going, please, dear God, let him be okay. Because we know there was a Detroit Lion player back in 1971 who wasn't okay and died on the field, Chuck Wright, during a Bears game. The same thing happened to him, and he didn't make it. So we know that life is precious. We know life is delicate. We know that people have a place, a time when God calls them home. And I was like, please, dear God, he's too young. He's 24. He's got a lot of football to play. He's even taken the place of an injured player. He wasn't supposed to be starting these games. This wasn't, but if this is your time, but I was like, please, God, don't let it be your time. I had a million emotions going on in my head that night. And all I got to say is thankful to that assistant trainer that knew the right CPR that he needed. I mean, his image is all over Twitter right now as being the real hero of that game. And just, my heart went out to T. Higgins as well in that moment, because you could see he's like, I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't want this to happen. I think he started blaming himself in that moment, but it wasn't his fault. So I was like, God, please be with him, because he's got to understand this is an accident.
Traumatized.
So,
absolutely.
Like, I just went all over the board because I wanted everything to be okay. And, usually you get that thumbs up from the player as he's going on the ambulance, and you didn't get the thumbs up. So you knew it was serious. You knew things were not looking good at the time, but thankful to the staff at Cincinnati. And when I saw Stefon Diggs show up at the hospital that night, walking in to make sure his player was okay, I mean, my heart just sunk in how well those two teams coordinated that whole thing, and how Joe Burrow and the captains went to their locker room to check on them to make sure they were okay. I mean, just the humanity behind it all was the most beautiful thing, that they could care less that they were opponents that night, that they became family and looked out for each other was beautiful. So those are my thoughts. My brain went a million miles a minute that night, and all
I
the
know.
things that I was thinking, but
I know.
the fact that, as a mom and seeing them try to find his mom to get her on the ambulance, to make sure she was with her baby and everything, but in the end, all I gotta say is God is good, because he's not finished with Damar Hamlin yet.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. How do you feel? Nicole, come on, tell us.
Well, I was watching someone else's show when they were watching the game, that I was just like, whoa, what's happening? But this is kind of, I've never seen this really in sports before. So this was kind of eye-opening to me. Denny Killington is his name. So Denny Killington is the Bills' athletic trainer. So definitely shout out to him for doing that, but also to all of the other medical staff. I mean, I really thought it was great that the players themselves, not more so the higher ups in the NFL, but the players themselves, I think, has really shown a togetherness throughout. Doesn't matter which team you are on. So I just thought that was really good, and as well, it made me realize also too about other player injuries, and what more can the NFL do to support, and a lot of that I think is going to be brought up again and should be. So
100%.
You shouldn't stop just because you're an ex-NFL player, that you've always been a part of that organization. You always should be and always will be.
Come on, Nicole. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. We are just so happy that Damar Hamlin is good. I like all of you guys, it just was a shocker to the world. We've never seen this. So it just for all of us to think that we, like Ash said, could possibly have seen somebody die on the field. Imagine if you were actually on the field watching it, but we were watching it on TV. So we all were just, it was like Delilah said, just coming together, all of us. Everybody that you can see on their timelines, everybody's just wishing them well wishes. And now we see that it's paying off. So we are continuing to lift positive energy to him and health and everything above, because we really want him to get better. Even if he doesn't play football a day in his life again, he has life. He is able to, wake up. That's the ultimate thing. So right now we're happy. We're happy for what's happening right now. And we're hoping for better reports. So look forward to the next show, because we may be talking about something more positive. So we can't wait.
Yes.
What's up, Andrew?
Happy belated
Happy birthday!
Early.
Birthday.
You missed it. We shouted you and Nick because you guys have the same birthday.
You have to because Kate sang you happy birthday. You
have to rewatch.
Kate sang it for you.
Go back and look at the replay.
All right, guys, we got to get on to our next topic, man.
All right. Before our next topic, a quick clip, and then we'll be right back.
I'm all about women empowerment. I mean, it's one of the things that I talked about when bringing this topic into this group. I really respect women and their roles, and I think a woman's place can be in the NFL. And
that's what I'm talking about. Women in the NFL. Man, we are so excited that we do this segment every show, so you guys can get to learn something more about just different things that you wouldn't know about women that are currently in the NFL, helping the NFL, have something to do with the NFL, know the game of the NFL. So who do we have today?
It's me. I get to talk about it. Yay! All right. So, I get my face really big. Okay.
I love it.
So for this week, I chose to talk about Kaylin Irsay Jackson. She's a vice chairman, owner of the Indianapolis Colts. She's also a huge mental health advocate. She joined the team in 2010 as a vice president. She represents basically the next generation of Colts ownership because obviously she grew up in the Colts organization. It's always had a significant part in her life since she was born. So I think she knew from a younger age that she was going to be somewhere in the football world. She has a degree in physical education and recreation in sports. She also has a degree in sports management and marketing, and she made the dean's list, so she's smarty pants. On the daily basis inside the Colts organization, she did a lot or does a lot with corporate sales and community outreach programs. So she was the president of the Colts women's organization and also represents the team in NFL ownership meetings. So she plays a massive role. The thing that I love about her the most is her mental health advocate position, essentially, her take on mental health. If you've seen, I don't know, if you follow the Colts on social media, you follow her on social media, they do this big thing with kicking the stigma. And they started that during the whole My Cause, My Cleats thing is when they really showcased it. They had a bye week around then too, and they did the whole week. Their like social media was just taken over with stuff about raising awareness, about the prevalence of mental health, how her main thing right now is kicking the stigma to be like, it's okay to not be okay. And all the negative things that come with saying I'm not okay are basically bullshit and need to go away. But her also, she wants to do that. That's her main goal. And then her next thing is that getting help, like you can say, oh, you should get help. Oh, like I'm not okay, I need help. The financial aspect of that is not obtainable for a lot of people. So she's like, I want to kick this nigga out, but I also want to get it to a point where people can have access to these rehabs or therapies that they need, because I mean, her family has had struggles of their own. They've had substance abuse, which has affected everybody in her family. So
yes.
So I just love that about her, basically, that she's trying to bring awareness that it's okay not to be okay. You don't need to be judged for it. And even after we get past that, there's so many more obstacles that we need to get past, such as like the financial aspect of getting help. So It's really cool that the Colts organization too, I know, really embraces that and really pushes that kicking the stigma cause, essentially.
Absolutely. The thing is, like, just to have somebody that high up, she's a vice chair, owner of the Colts, but cares about what people really go through. This is a real issue that it is a thing that people don't want to talk about, but we need to talk about more because we need to let people know that everybody's not okay. I mean, we all have those days, but it's talking about it. And I just, the fact that she's taking this under her wing and trying to push this message is so important. Like, how do you feel, Nicole?
I mean, she is amazing. 20, she's been on this high level up for 10 years. And I think she's like not only a role model for women, but also for everyone, because for being on that and for doing the benefits and making those plans for the players and doing that, she's being a great role model for other, league representatives and people in the same power as her to look up
Absolutely.
to. So.
Absolutely. 100%. Delilah, how you feel?
Sorry, I want to make sure I was unmuted. I'm like, after 3 years on using these types of platforms, it's like that's got to be done in 2023. Make sure you're unmuted. Anyway, no. Honestly, what I like is that anytime you hear a woman is associated with her husband as part owner, everybody's like, oh, she's just owner because her husband. And it's like, no, as you can see, and she's not the only example, right? We had Kate who talked about the Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name because it's been months. But like the same idea, right? Like they both own the team equally. You see this again with Kaylin and the fact that she actually has a background, right? It's not like she just, she doesn't have the experience or the knowledge or know-how. Again, I'm always a fan of anyone that is a proponent of mental health awareness. That's the Fab Five is very huge about that. Okay. Like we've been talking about that since last season, you know? And so I really appreciate that about her and that she's trying to break through that taboo. So thanks, Ash, for bringing Kaylin to our awareness.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kate, you got anything to say?
I just think it's great because I think mental illness is the silent illness that most people don't bring to light because you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't touch it. It doesn't show up on an x-ray or something like that. So, and mental illness runs in my family, so I know far too well about it. So bringing it to light, and a lot of these players really do suffer in silence and don't want to really bring their mental illness to light because they're supposed to be tough football players. They're not supposed to have these feelings and have these emotions. They're told to be men and, you know, everything. So the fact that she's saying it's acceptable as players to like let us know if you need additional help and resources and that they're there for them is really incredible because not a lot of people would say, come to me, we want to talk to you about this. It's like, okay, you got to like hide that. We're not going to talk about that. It's not something that is normally an acceptable thing to talk about, but mental illness is real. It's visible. It's everybody suffers from it a little bit. If we don't think we do, each person has their vices. So, I just applaud her because I think it needs to happen more in the NFL, and I wish each team had something like that in place for their players. So kudos to Kaylin because I think it's amazing.
Let's go, Kaylin. Man, I can't wait for you guys to hear who we have next week. We're going to keep bringing you guys this information, and we just challenge you to pick up the Google, look at this person, learn about what they've done and what they're doing. I guarantee it'll shock your mind about all these different wonderful ladies. The woman in my household is the boss too. That's what I'm talking about.
I love that.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
It's me. I'm bossy.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got a dynamic women all over.
Yes, we do.
Us. All right, guys, we got to get on to the next segment. And we do this one every week as well because it's so important to us. Delilah, what do we have?
All right. Well, before the calls, if you need to run and grab some water, go for it. A quick short clip. And so if you need a sip of water, anybody watching, here's your chance.
I think it's really nice that someone like Hayden Hurst is coming out and being like, look, you're not alone. Mm-hmm. I'm a big, tough football player, and look at me. Like, I went through it too. Like, anybody can go through it. Doesn't matter how, like, if you're an athlete, if you're a man.
Absolutely. The cause in the NFL. All right, who we got? Who's coming up next?
I was originally going to cover another cause, but in light of what has happened with Damar Hamlin, I chose to pivot, and I'm covering Damar Hamlin's Chasing M's. It's M's is for millions. He wants to reach out to millions of people and impact millions of people with his cause. So it's called Chasing M's. And we all know Damar Hamlin is the safety from the Buffalo Bills that had the tragic incident on Monday Night Football. But he grew up in Pittsburgh, and he started a charity to help local children in the area. There isn't a lot of information on his cause, so I had to find little bits and pieces to share with you. He set up the Chasing M's Foundation during the COVID pandemic in 2020. Damar explained the aim of the charity is to positively impact the community that raised him. And Hamlin's first goal with the charity was just to raise $2,500 through a toy drive, providing toys for underprivileged children in the area and giving them something back during the pandemic. It was set up shortly before Hamlin was taken in the 6th round of the 2021 NFL draft by the Bills. This is something that he decided to do before he was even in the NFL. It was something he thought about in college that he wanted to set this up. He said, as I embrace on my journey to the NFL, I will never forget where I came from, and I am committed to using my platform to positively impact the community of Pittsburgh that raised me and to give back to them what they've given to me. And he wanted to impact kids hardest hit by the pandemic, which were kids in underprivileged or underfinanced communities and everything. So, and 100% of the funds raised will go towards the purchase of toys for kids in need. And now they're looking at expanding that even more. The foundation supports toy drives, back to school drives, kids camps, and more. Damar Hamlin attended the University of Pittsburgh, where he did play with the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's been very impacted by what's gone on. And let me just say to you right now, this GoFundMe started, he wanted $2,500. And sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional because this has been very emotional for me. It's over $7.5 million.
Yes.
So there's two people that have been communicating on the GoFundMe that look like they're going to be doing a lot of good things with this money now, and they're looking at different things other than toys to do with it. And then also the amount of football players and people, Ash covered the Earth Days. They've made a very significant donation. The football players have made significant donations. The day I found out about this GoFundMe, I went on and made a donation because I'm like, this young kid, because he's a kid to me, I'm old enough to be his mother, went from college thinking I need to do something to make things better. And now with this money, he can do a lot of things better for Pittsburgh and their community.
Yes.
And the fact that players now also, I wanted to mention this earlier, a lot of players in the NFL are like trying to go on Fanatics, go in the NFL shops, try to buy his jersey because they want to wear them going into their games on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, are trying to find his jersey, and they want to have the funds from the jerseys go to this foundation as well. So that's another thing that's going to be happening. All funds from any jersey sales of his are going to be going towards his foundation as well. So
let's go.
There's a lot of good things that are happening, a lot of good things that the players in the NFL are doing, lots of t-shirts. People are creating different banners and for sale to go towards his foundation. So I think Damar Hamlin's foundation is going to do really amazing things because he's a really amazing young man that saw a vision during a pandemic when everybody was down. So please consider following my lead in the LTF family and going on his GoFundMe. $10 helps, $5 helps, a little bit goes a long way. Whatever you can give to make sure that, you know, his legacy with this foundation goes on. So that's Damar Hamlin's foundation. I'll share the link if you want to buy any of the merch he's created for the foundation too. He's got a site for merch as well. It's pretty cool. I checked it out earlier.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's just do whatever we can to rally as a football community behind this young man. So that's Chasing M's Foundation, Damar Hamlin. Godspeed, young man.
Woo! Man,
can you imagine him like waking up to find out that his cause that he wanted $2,500 for has now reached like over $7 million? Like, that's wild.
That is wild.
Like, super tragic, but out of super tragic things, I mean, good things come too. So it's just amazing.
It does.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you want to show the clip, Delilah, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just waiting for my cue.
All right, guys, we're going to play a video so you guys can actually see about this wonderful foundation.
Video is actually from Hamlin's last holiday gift drive, which took place right down the road from his mom's daycare. He hosted his first one 3 years ago and supports kids through his Chasing M's Foundation. Donations are continuing to pour in among the more than 170,000, or actually close to 200,000 donors now. Many former NFL players, including Andy and J.J. Dalton, donating $3,000 and a $10,000 gift from Tom Brady, among other quarterbacks across the league. Now, let's take a look at DeMar's Chasing M's Foundation GoFundMe page right now. As you can see, that total is sitting just about $6 million and just about 200,000 donors.
That's awesome.
Absolutely awesome. He's chasing M's and he's getting M's, ladies and gentlemen. A bunch of M's, which is a great.
I love it. I can't wait to see what they do with it. And I did have the GoFundMe link up here. GoFundMe is pretty easy. So if you literally, if you type this in, it'll take you directly to his GoFundMe page. But also, if you rewatch our show later, you'll see the clip as well as the link. But also, Kate did post it in our LTF Facebook group.
Yes,
we share a lot on there, so you might have to kind of look for it, but it's on there.
Yes.
I felt impassioned to share it the night that I donated. So I just think whatever we can do to lift this young man up and lift his foundation up and help him do what he wanted to do with it, I think it would be amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%, guys. All right. We got it. We hate to move on from this Damar Hamlin just saga because we just are so excited about him.
We are.
And getting better and looking at his foundation. But we got to move on to some football, man. We got to start talking some football.
We do. We're about to right now with this quick clip, and then we'll move into our one of our favorite segments here too, because we get to choose our hot players of last week.
Let's go.
Before we do.
And I just freaking love it. That's why I love this man. He's a big guy. He's a big, massive piece of magic. And I just freaking love him. Josh Allen is my hot player of the week. And you were just talking about Kelsey being hot. Josh Allen is hot in every way for me, too. I love him.
That'll always be my favorite.
Mine too.
I thought that should have been nominated on the awards.
Yes.
It really should have. It should have been one of the quotes for sure.
Absolutely. Man, but we got to get to our hot players, ladies. All right. Let's start with you, Ash. Who do you got as your hot player?
Oh, jeez. Me first. All right, my hot player of the week, I'm going to sound like a total Steelers homer, is going to be Kenny Pickett. I come on here all the time when I talk about Steelers players. So Sydney, I am not a Steelers hater. Get off of me. Quit sharing that clip of me saying that the Steelers wouldn't make the playoffs last year. So my hot player this week is Kenny Pickett, or as Sydney likes to call him, Timothy. He's had back-to-back game-winning drives this last weekend and then the weekend before that. Him and Pickens were actually the first rookie pair to score a touchdown in under 2 minutes to take the lead. So I thought that was pretty sweet. I love the Pickett to Pickens little duo they have going on right there right now. Pickett only has 1 interception in his last 7 games, which if you watched how Pickett started, that is a massive improvement. And for a rookie, that's really impressive considering
Absolutely.
my quarterback has like quadruple that amount of interceptions in the last 7 games, so
don't say that. Hey,
I know. I'm sorry. I really love Pickett. I think you watch Pickett and you see glimpses. I mean, when you think of the Steelers, you think of like rough, like I don't know, just like
Blue collar.
When you're yes, like just I don't know. They're just tough guys, and they might not win pretty all the time, but they play hard every time. So you watch Pickett and you just see glimpses of like, oh, he's got like it. So I think the Steelers have had kind of a rough go this season. Matt Canada, their offensive coordinator, is awful, and I think is a lot of the reasons why their offense looks I think, worse than what our offense actually is. So I think it'll be fun to watch them moving forward once I assume Matt Canada is going to get pushed out at the end of the season and someone new will come in, and Kenny Pickett will have an even better opportunity to flourish and do great things in Pittsburgh. So I'm super excited to watch him moving forward. It's a little annoying that the Steelers don't know what it's like to not have like a decent quarterback, because they've had Ben and now Pickett seems really good. So I'm like, I just want you guys to suffer for a little bit, but I guess not. I guess not.
She didn't say that.
No, honestly, when you have a coach like Mike Tomlin, though, who has never, because these last few games, we thought, right, for a while there that
We've been
he was
talking about it. We've been talking about it.
But we thought for the first time since he had the head coaching position, he was going to have his first losing season. But what happened? Came up from the ashes, and no, he does not have a losing season.
Yeah, if he loses this week, will he have a losing season?
No, because it's like over 500. It's not considered a losing season. You know what I mean? Like,
it'll be 500. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still
even.
Yeah. So it's not. It's still, he'll still get the accolades because he's gonna be over that 500.
It won't be a losing season.
No,
it still won't be a losing season.
Correct. So there you go.
The Steelers might even make the playoffs.
Number 8.
There you go. Your winning seasons are intact, sir.
I love that. That was a good pick.
That was good.
That was very good.
I always come on here and talk about Steelers players though, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do it. I also I wanted to almost pick Minka Fitzpatrick because he is him, but then Sydney sent me the stupid stat about how he beat the Cowboys and I'm like, no, I'm not going to talk about him anymore.
Forget him.
Forget about that.
Forget that guy.
All right, Delilah, who you got for your hot player?
All right, I got Mr. Austin Eckler, running back for the Chargers. He was a huge reason, why the Chargers won their game last week. He had 122 yards that game. With 2 touchdowns, right? He had a really long one, right? That 72-yard, that he got. And I know Eckler, I like him, and I know he's not having like the best season that we're used to, but still, when he gets going, as you can see, he puts on the Jets and he's gone.
Let's go.
So he had his, again, 2 touchdowns last game, 122 yards. 72 yards was one of those, right? For the season right now, like I said, he has 881 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4.6 average. But again, the reason I think that happened, as we know, it took a while for the Chargers to really get started, you know what I mean? And really get into that rhythm. And, and now they're in the playoffs. And so I think that's one of the reasons he doesn't have more touchdowns and more yards than he should. Because he really should have. He really should have about 1,000 yards, because I feel like he's more talented than what people give him credit for.
Yes.
But again, I really do think that it's because that late start that the Chargers got to really get going, you know what I mean? And so I think that's really, to me, is a fluke and why he doesn't have like 1,000 yards already, you know what I mean? But there you go, Eckler. Keep doing your thing. By the way, and I chose him before the NFL did. It just so happens that he is the AFC. He is an AFC player of the week as well. But I promise I chose him first.
Yes. You gotta check us out.
Before that article came out, I chose him first. Just want to throw that out there. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Y'all see that article? That's not why I chose him. I picked him first.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You chose him first, Delilah. Don't you worry. We're your witnesses.
We know.
We're your witnesses.
Well, we have receipts. We have the chat. I can go back and timestamp.
All right, guys, man. All right.
Oh, really quick though, Austin Eckler is amazing this year. If you play fantasy, Austin Eckler is the second highest scoring running back in the entire league. And he's only the second highest scorer. He's only behind Josh Jacobs by 10 points. Austin Eckler is a fantasy machine.
Absolutely, man. If you had Austin Eckler, I know you were very excited and very happy and can co-sign to what she said. Absolutely. Unfortunately, I did not have him. So
Me either. But I don't have Josh Jacobs either. So, I don't think I had any. Oh, Saquon Barkley's in the top 10, and I had him. So
There we go. You got one. You got one. All right, Kate. Who is your hot player of last week?
My hot player, I also picked, and we have receipts before it was announced he was the NFC offensive player of the week.
Oh.
And he represents the Buccaneers, and he is Mr. Brady's top receiver, and who I said was my nicest part of my team on the NFC show, Mr. 13, Mr. Mike Evans, the receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fire those cannons.
Woo!
Let me just tell
Janae, we are not Tampa fans. Stop. We wanted them to lose.
Well, sorry. I'm sorry to tell you guys, there's a little secret. Tom Brady's going to the playoffs again.
I'm probably playing us, so I will not be here if we lose.
Yeah. We no, we won't.
Janae
No,
and
we
I will
won't,
be
Ash.
sick.
We're on strike.
I feel for you guys.
Sean Spencer's adopted Carolina Panthers. He had 10 receptions for 207 yards.
Whoa.
20 yards per reception. His longest reception was 63 yards. And he had 3 tutties against those Carolina Panthers. Because those Carolina Panthers have been upset teams this season and kind of came out and destroyed the Lions that one game. So I just was like, please, dear God.
They let me down.
Please, dear God in heaven, let them not have a good game so my man can go to the playoffs and clinch the South again. So anyway, they succeeded. And then this is multiple years that Mike Evans has had over 1,000 yards for a season. He just is such a good player. He's such a good leader on that team. And when everything's falling apart for the Buccaneers, he keeps them calm. He keeps them together. He's really been the best leader on that team this year because we know my man's got a million issues, more issues than Vogue going on right now. I'm thankful for Mike Evans. I think Andrew and Johnny and the rest of the Buccaneers and our family would agree. Mike is just one of those athletes you just want to know more. I've covered his foundation before. Mm-hmm. So anyway, for the season, it's not looking as strong as it usually would because they've struggled. 77 receptions, 1,124 yards, 14.6 yards per reception. His longest was this one against the Carolina Panthers. 63 yards, and we know he's better than 6 touchdowns a season, but that's where he's at. But thank God for Mike Evans because he always catches the balls that Tom needs him to catch when he needs him to catch them to get him those first downs. And he is my favorite receiver on the team. I know there's Godwin. I know there's Gage. I know we have Julio Jones, but Mike Evans really does have my heart on the Buccaneers for the receiving core. And I just hope he and Brady can keep it going because I want to see how far Brady can go so I can say, what's up, Haters?
Hey, I'm with you.
The Cowboys.
He got suspended for his boy, so he definitely
I know,
is that guy.
I know him too well.
He's that guy. Oh,
I was like,
it was against the Saints. Right, doesn't got suspended.
Let me just say, not many players take a game suspension for their quarterback, but he did. So God bless you, Mike Evans. Keep doing you.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Mike Evans is my hot player of the week, and he like Delilah, we didn't know he was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah.
All right.
1,000 yards this week, didn't he? This is his 9th consecutive season. That's crazy to be that consistently good. Still not as good as Larry Fitzgerald, but.
Aw. Hello, Sean.
Sean, my guy.
Sean, look at this. This is all because of you and today. 5 ladies are talking football.
Let's go. All right. But Nicole, don't try to hide out on us. Who is your hot player last week?
Well, you know us and the Bucks. No, I respect them. I like them. But you know,
One and done, baby. One and done.
Oh my God.
Sean.
I just realized I realized who just picked, and that's kind of funny. I know you and Kate didn't do that on purpose, but that's funny. But go ahead, talk about your hot player last week.
Marshawn oh my goodness, my dyslexia. Sorry, Marshawn Lattimore. Yes, he is number 23.
Let's go.
Quarterback, and I know that him and Evans have some history together. Luckily, they were not together today. But I just want to say we were against those Eagles, and everyone doubted us. Maybe except for Sid.
We did not doubt you, Nicole.
Sid.
We were cheering for you.
Andrew, you picked him for the money line, but you didn't pick him to win. That's what you get. But yeah, no, it was great. I loved this game. It was amazing. It was mint. Who said that they were number 1 in the NFL? We didn't. But I do have to say, this was amazing. I got a cool stat here for you guys.
Okay.
The Saints held the Philadelphia Eagles without a single first down until 12 seconds left in the first half. Yes, exactly. And yeah, that was a great part of it. More so, Lattimore, he got an interception, and we only had 5 this season, and he got a touchdown for it. So shout out to all the D, especially you, Lattimore. Woo, woo, woo!
Let's go. I picked the Saints. Let's go, Nicole. Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I put money on the Eagles money line in multiple bets, and I wasn't even mad when it lost. I was like, let's go.
I'm so glad.
All this Eagles hate.
Oh yes, for sure. But yeah, I see you, Kate. Kate, been riding for them lately.
I
like Jalen Hurts. I've liked Jalen for a long time since college. You know my college roots. I go back to college with these guys.
Sean, you didn't finish off the sentence. Who do you want? Because it's coming.
I was waiting.
You want them boys?
That's all that was there.
Now everything has changed because that last word used to be a strong word. Now he don't want that.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys. We got to talk about mine. I got to talk about this wonderful, wonderful kid, Brock Purdy. Let's give it up for Brock Purdy, man.
My boy Purdy. I love Purdy.
Coming in, not really knowing what he was going to be able to do. But, guys, he's winning games. He's winning games with a great Kyle Shanahan offense. And just, it feels right? Whatever's going on right now, it feels really good. Now, he does have moments of slipping up, but I got to shout. I don't want Dallas. That's what I'm talking about. You know. But, I'm just saying, Brock Purdy is now killing it. The last, out of 5 games, the last 5 games, 4 of them been over 30 points. That has to say something for a kid who literally, it's his first time being able to show us what he can do, and he's dominating. He is dominating. So let's talk about that Raiders game that was absolutely dynamic. We got the finally see Devontae Adams shine. And then it was taken away because Brock Purdy stayed in the game, guys. It wasn't like he let it go or got discouraged every time, there was a touchdown. He came right back each time and scored. Beautiful. 37. It ended up being an overtime 37-34. But Brock Purdy by himself, 284 yards with 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick. But ladies and gentlemen, I just need you to realize that we're witnessing a kid that it hasn't been done since Ben Roethlisberger, which is so long ago, and now I feel like he's gonna beat that. Like he's doing really good. He's doing really good. So we're witnessing something that could be a sketchy situation next year. Because if the kid gets him far, how could you let him go when Trey Lance comes back? And we talked about this, Delilah and Ash and Kate, Nicole. Like this is gonna be a sticky situation. Should Brock Purdy be able to get him all the way to the top? You know,
Mhm.
There's going to be a 3-man race for that job because before Jimmy went down, he was doing good.
Yeah. I think you got
absolutely.
the way I see it playing out is you got to get rid of Jimmy and then you keep the 2 young guys on the roster because they're cheap.
Absolutely. That's
And
Absolutely.
you
basically
just ride
makes
with
no
that.
sense.
But
Stick with it
Absolutely.
like maple
No.
syrup.
You got look, 2 great ones. You got 2 good,
Yeah,
good
Mhm.
rookies. So, what can you do? What
Yeah.
can you do?
I
it's
agree.
because Purdy is from Iowa. Those Iowa boys.
Are we witnessing the passing of the torch? Ooh, TB12 as of late round draft pick that gets a chance to ball out. Now Mr. Irrelevant is balling out of San Francisco. Absolutely. This is crazy. We're witnessing the new school kids coming in, dominating the team.
Mhm.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see
I love
the
it.
playoffs. I'm nervous as hell about the playoffs. especially
I
if
would
the
like
team is in.
Ron Purdy to start playing like he was the last pick in the draft because when I see him in the playoffs, I don't want him to be doing what he's doing now.
And this is getting scary. The
Yeah.
NFC is shaking up, man. But these are our hot players. Let us know who you think are your hot players in the comments. Let us know. Because at the end of the day, there's so many players in the league, and we could have missed one, but you could be the one to bring them out. So let us know in the comments. I don't know about in Sean's house, but in my house, we want pancakes. The list with powdered sugar. Let's go. A knob of butter, an entire bottle of maple syrup. Man, you know that's a country boy.
Listen,
right there. Country.
I don't know if y'all
Country.
know. Also, Mr. Anthony Handy's wife is a Dallas fan, so
Oh boy.
I know. Look, he knows how to pick them. That's what
Yes.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
he's mentioned that before, so he knows his stuff.
All right, guys, we know we got to move on. Hey, what you think of Josh Allen? You already know. I'm excited about my boy. I know the game didn't go on, but I feel like it was going to be a great game, and it before everything happened, I felt like it was going to be a dynamic game. We don't get to know what's going to go on, but you will see in the playoffs. I'm excited about what Josh Allen's going to do.
I got an ESPN alert while we were talking about our hot players. They're going to make the decision tomorrow about what's going to happen with
I
that.
thought so, right? Right before the weekend games. That's what
Yep.
I said.
They're making the decision tomorrow. ESPN alerted my phone during the hot players. So tomorrow
NFL,
we'll find out what's going to happen.
I had a
NFL
feeling.
slick. They're
Oh,
slick.
I had a
They're
feeling.
slick.
You
All
know,
right,
Goodell,
we'll
he likes drama.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. The 7th seed predictions. Who's in? Who's out? Ladies, the NFC is shaking up. We got 3 teams right now that currently have a chance to get that 7th seed in the NFC side. We got the Seattle Seahawks, which I don't know if you're a Seahawks fan. Let's hear it. If you guys are in there.
I'm a Geno fan, to be fair.
Okay,
Because
Geno fan.
because I like the comeback. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like it's not, I like those kinds of stories.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, they were playing great football. It got a little shaky towards the end, but they were playing great football. So
Go
we also
Rams.
got the Detroit Lions, and which was crazy. Let's give it up for the Lions because they are in. They are trying to work their way in, and the fact that we're even mentioning them is
I'm so
bonkers.
excited.
Wow.
Bonkers. And then we also got somebody who is used to just pulling it off in the last damn minute. Got daggone Aaron Rodgers and the daggone Green Bay Packers. 3 teams that each have an opportunity with the same record to get in. Kate, I gotta know. Who do you think is going to be one of the 3 teams? Come on, tell me. Which one?
I am going to cheer for Baker Mayfield like my life depends on it. And I'm going to rally around my Lions. I have a father who's been through this Lions thing for a very, 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 very long time.
Yes, history.
And I want nothing more than to see Amon-Ra, Ash's boy, just ball out. Fantasy people all that they need and all that they want. And I want to. And Jared Goff, speaking of interceptions, that man hasn't thrown one in weeks.
Come on.
It's time to give Goff a little bit of credit for what he's doing in Detroit. Oh, come on. He is no bad man.
You knew it was coming.
More.
Discount double check. Discount double check.
All I gotta say is I just want Baker to ball out. I want the Lions to go up to Lambeau and embarrass the hell out of the Packers. And I want the Lions in the playoffs. I want the Lions to get that 7th seed. It's
You heard
time.
it here first.
It's
It,
time.
I mean, it is time. That brown bag,
It's
for
time.
seasons.
We've been wearing the brown bag of shame in Michigan and in Detroit for way too long. Seattle.
If you can just get this game, ladies and gentlemen, at Detroit, that's their Super Bowl. If you
It
can
is.
get to this game, come
And
on.
I want nothing more than to see Aiden Hutchinson intercept Aaron Rodgers again and sack the crap out of him again and just take him down because we know he can do it. So
It can happen. All right, we got Kate's vote, man. That's a good vote. All right, Nicole, who you going for? It's pretty tough.
Ooh, that's gonna be the those Lions. Yes, Detroit all the way, 24. And then
Hopefully they're a little bit more intimidating.
and then what do we got? We got those other guys. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Who?
You know?
Oh yeah,
Seattle?
Seahawks. The Seahawks.
Yes.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with
Those
them.
other
They
guys.
got the tough man on the field. I
no,
don't
we
know.
don't want Seahawks if we want Detroit.
Oh,
You have to pick one.
It's
Oh,
You can
one
only
of
pick
those
one.
three.
Okay,
It's one of
okay,
those
okay.
three. Seahawks, Detroit, or Green Bay.
Detroit.
Let's
All
go.
right. There you go.
Let's
I
go.
want- We need to freeze frame that. I love that. We need to use
I
that.
do.
Yeah, that's on the show forever now. All right. Hey, so Delilah, did you say who you want? No. Let's go.
I have not. So it's just like, I'm just mad how they scheduled the games, by the way. But
Everybody is. It's a blower. It's a blower.
those two games, in my opinion, should have been playing at the same time, so that the team could have been more equal
Yes.
and not worried. Because anyway, because
Yeah.
the reason is because whatever happens in Seattle is very relevant, or becomes irrelevant for one team at the 7:00 game if Seattle wins. So that's why it's like, they should have been playing at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, like I want to see Mr. Barry Sanders Lions kind of make it already, man. Like I have watched so many amazing Hall of Fame or soon to be Hall of Fame players put so much time in the Lions, and I am just like ready to see them actually get into the playoffs again and go pretty far. I wasn't sold on Goff in the beginning. I didn't hate him like some people did, but I wasn't sure, you know. And then he started balling out. He got comfortable. They got used to the Dan Campbell, type of way, because he's a different type of coach. If y'all watch Hard Knocks, he's a different kind of guy, But then they started meshing, and as soon as they all clicked, they started winning ball games. That's basically what happened. As soon as they all came together, they kind of understood Dan Campbell's kind of way of doing things, and then they started winning games. And so I want the Lions to win. In my heart, I want the Lions to win. But analytically, it's gonna be Green Bay.
Oh, Delilah, you disappoint.
I'm glad you said it before I was gonna get to mine.
Ash, I was already hitting that face every time.
Mind.
Two different organs.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
so you're going with Green Bay. I'm sorry.
They're gonna take 7. I've seen them do it before.
Okay, all right.
I'm not about it though, Sydney. Hello, I'm a Bears fan, but but I'm being analytical, so you should be proud of me.
Yes. Okay. All right, we got you, Delilah. All right. Come on, Ash. We know you coming with it. Who you got?
Okay, what I really want to happen is I really want Seattle to win and make the playoffs because I think Seattle, out of the 3, is the most beatable team. So for the Cowboys purposes, I would love Seattle. I know Seattle has like a decent defense, but I think their offense is they've kind of fallen down. Very meh. So I would love to play Seattle. I'd love to play Seattle. Don't think they're gonna get in. I think it's gonna be between Green Bay and the Lions. As much as I would love for the Lions, I think it's such a good story. I also easier team to beat than Green Bay, so I would love for them to get in. If the Eagles were to lose, that would be who we would play, I think. So I would love for the Lions. I love Dan Campbell. I am obsessed with Amon-Ra. My two favorite receivers in the league are T. Higgins and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, I would love for those two to make it to the playoffs.
Yes.
Green Bay has a way of pissing everybody off and doing exactly what you don't want them to do, and that is to make it to the playoffs. So I'm taking Green Bay, but I would rather see anybody else.
I know.
Bears fan, you should want
So Bears fans, I know it's a little weird, but Bears fans have never hated the Lions. We have a weird connection because of Walter Payton and Barry Sanders. You know, that whole thing. Like, it's just
good. They were good friends.
Yeah, so we've never really the only time we root against Detroit is when we play each other, but overall we don't have that type of animosity like we do to Green Bay and Minnesota. We only root for Minnesota when they play Green Bay. You know what I mean? Is that kind of that's kind of how that goes, but we don't like Minnesota and that horn either.
You don't like the skull.
Oh,
Yeah. Who you got? I think I know though.
So, just like everybody else, I want Detroit to win. So I'm going to say it. They're going to win. I feel it. I want Detroit to do it. I feel like they could pull an upset. I feel like with the way they've been playing lately, yes, Aaron Rodgers has been able to piece it together. But I still feel like, I don't know, there's something about Detroit that got me feeling like, dang, they could possibly pull an upset. They could possibly do this. So
they have so many weapons right now.
They do. They absolutely
Their offense
do.
is amazing. Their defense.
But the thing is, if they can keep up,
DeAndre Swift.
Oh yeah, if they can keep up with offense, I feel like, you know, a lot of these defenses are shaky. We can testify, Ash. But as long as the offense continues to be on track, I think it can work. And I think they just have all the offensive pieces to make it work. I think that they're finally clicking. Whatever needed to happen in Detroit has happened. The magical wand has been lit. And so I feel like it could possibly happen. So I'm going for Detroit. Man, this is a pretty daggone almost even split. We got 2 going for Green Bay, but wanting to go for Detroit. But then we have 3 people that's actually calling it.
I want Seattle kind of to win the most for.
Yes. Oh yeah. You did say that. You
The
did say
Cowboys. I'm thinking selfish reasons.
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, if Detroit wins next week, I'm gonna come back on and have you say, I want everybody hosting the Let's Talk Football affiliated show to win the lottery. Hey, I'm calling it upset, man. I'm doing it. Let's do it, man. I am so glad you guys are on here. We saw you guys commenting and letting us know what you thought. If you didn't comment yet, tell us who you think is gonna be that 7th seed. Hey, we gotta do it. I'm speaking it into existence. It's gonna happen.
Manifest.
I mean, if Detroit wins with the Lions, they would be a great pause.
Yes, you did
Love
that.
you. I love you.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for being part of this show, ma'am.
All right, guys, we know we're getting over time, but we want to continue this fun. We got something that we are starting to do now often.
Yes. And we finally have a clip for it because Ash.
Wait. Are we not talking about who's getting in the AFC?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're right.
You're right. You're right.
Because I don't want to be under heat again.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, let's go.
Oops, you're right. You're right. So
I know.
before-
Sydney's about to be in the comments like, what do you guys think about the Steelers?
Okay, sorry. So before we go into our drama segment, you're right. We
do got to be
the AFC. We don't
We have to. We have to. All right, Ash, who do we have coming up?
Oh, jeez. Why'd you come to me first?
Come on. Let's do it.
Okay, so if you watched the show last year, there's a clip resurfacing of me where Janae says, do you think the Steelers are going to get into the playoffs? And I say, no, just like that. No. I am not going to be clipped again saying that. So I'm picking the Steelers to get in. It's Miami, Pats, Steelers. And I don't like the Patriots because I think the Bills come on top of that one. Miami looks bad. They're playing, I can't even tell you who their quarterback is right now because Tua's out and Teddy Bridgewater's out with a broken, fractured pinky or something. So, no, I'm not going to. I think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs.
Just
They
for
can't
you.
come and clip me later and say,
Just for you. Just for you. Why y'all call producer Sean out like that? He is bringing up old clips. He's known for doing that. Remembering something from episode
Literally
2
posted it
of season
today.
Yeah.
1. That just Sean.
Can't.
Sean, tell me what's up, Nathan. All right, man. Look, so all right, so we got her pick because she's saying Steelers because she don't want to get clipped anymore. You know, with the clips. Go ahead, Delilah.
There's like a weird. So I only know how the NFC gets in. Who is the winner to make it in the?
Miami.
Miami.
Okay, so unfortunately,
Who do they play?
the problem is don't they play
I can't even remember, but they're playing like their third string quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't like
Miami
it.
Well, he did have a pretty moment.
yeah. So unfortunately,
He didn't have a pretty moment last time he was playing. So
I
Yeah.
You know-
they play the Jets.
yeah,
you know, so the
which is
Jets.
the kind of
Honestly, out of both teams, obviously the only one that has something to get out of it is Miami, because we know that the Jets got knocked out. So, even with their third string quarterback, it's honestly possible for Miami to win, because the Jets also, I've said it in the round table, I'm not sold on Mike White either
Yeah.
as the future of the Jets. Sorry. They have everything else, but all they need is a quarterback, serviceable one. Doesn't have to be splashy, but there's someone who can actually connect, and they'll be fine. They'll be almost unbeatable. They will be very hard to beat in the AFC if they can figure that one piece out, because they got everything else. Their running back is supposed to be coming back next season, right? Who got knocked out, unfortunately.
Yeah. Brees Hall.
And so I feel like they have both pieces that they need, defense and offensively, except for the quarterback. But I don't want Tua to play because of injury reasons.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't want him to play because we've been talking about that, and I would be a hypocrite if I say go out there and play for football. No, stay safe. So I honestly, I feel like but at the other end, I've seen Bill do weird stuff. It's very hard for me to count out Bill Belichick also, because I've seen him pull wins out like that shouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? So, but I think the Steelers can make it, because both of those teams, out of the three teams, to me, I think the Steelers have like the strongest chance, just out of just the possibility of the three. So yeah, I actually think the Steelers could take 7th seed, because Miami's not gonna have Tua. They're on their third string. And with the Pats, they also have to, right, 2 teams have to lose or something, right, for them to come in. Like, they have...
Well, the Patriots, I think Miami has to lose and they have to win, and they play the Bills.
Yeah, see what I mean? So I think they have a harder
if you're
path.
the Bills, how do you lose?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think for me, the Patriots have a harder path to victory than the Steelers do. So I think the Steelers could end up in there, which kind of sucks, because then that means Sydney gets his 2 favorite teams in the playoff, which is unbearable. But congratulations.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh, that was great.
So there you go.
All right, look, we got 2 Steelers picks. All right, Kate, where we going?
God, I hate to say it.
He's gonna say Miami.
No, they can't. They can't get in with the third string. I'm sorry.
I would have hated to say Miami too, though.
I don't hate Miami because I love Tua. I'm a huge Tua fan. Again, it goes back to college days. I love Bama. So it's got to be the Steelers. And as much as I hate to support your husband at times, he and I have the best hate-love relationship in this whole family. Yeah, it's gonna be the Steelers. There's no way that the Bills are gonna not go in and play their hearts out for Damar Hamlin and lose against the Patriots. And there's no way that I have a feeling the Jets are gonna find a way to beat Miami. So with whoever they choose as quarterback, because we all know they said they're not giving up on Zach Wilson either. So we'll see what happens.
That's a lie.
But Yeah, it's gonna be your husband's Steelers, unfortunately, Ash.
Yeah.
And and don't worry, the Lions will make sure his other favorite team doesn't make it. So
This just in,
I'm
he's not
betting on
happy.
that.
He's not happy with everybody picking the Steelers.
No, because he feels the jinx. I know.
He
Oh,
has told
no.
me all
I know.
week not to pick
Sydney,
them.
your
I know.
Steelers are making it. Don't worry, they'll make it.
Okay,
All right,
but
we're gonna see.
listen, I don't believe, the thing is that I'm going analytical. I'm sorry. I'm not picking them out of to give you a bad mojo.
You should be
Yeah.
happy, Cindy. Delilah
Right.
picked you to make this playoffs last year, and you made it. She was the only one that believed in you.
That's
So
very
you're
true.
right.
By the way, that's true.
Very, very, very.
Anyway, next picks. Go
All
ahead.
right, Nicole, who we got, Nicole?
Okay, well, I'm going to give not exactly what you want to hear, but I am going to pick the Steelers only because they need to make this man, Kenny Pickett, get up in there
Okay.
because he's a rookie. And on your guys' shout out to the Steelers. You guys need to update your website because you have no biography on this man, and he won you guys the game. And it says pro career. He has yet to make his NFL debut. So we need to get that updated. So if they win in the playoffs, people are going to be looking at this website. Who's this guy?
Oh,
I
snap.
got you, Nicole.
All you need to know
He
is
just totally
Kenny-
busted the Steelers.
you just need to know that Kenny is him. That's all. They just need to update the bio to say Kenny Pickett is him. That's it.
You managed to win it, man.
He is
Listen.
him. All right, guys. I guess I got to be the last one and the only one to say I'm still riding with Miami Dolphins, man. I really think that because they've gone through so much this year, I just honestly, in my heart and my mind, I feel like no matter who they got at quarterback, if they just throw the ball to Tariq Hill, he's not going to want to miss the playoffs. He's a monster, and I can't even imagine him not being in the playoffs. So I'm hoping that they can at least hold out until Tua may come back or whatever they're going to do. I think Tyrod is done. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with their quarterbacks, but I'm feeling like I'm looking for miracles this weekend, guys, because I need a miracle. So I'm calling miracles for everyone. All right, miracles hand out. All right.
Yes.
So I'm going for Miami, and that's just what I'm going to do. All right, let us know who you think on the AFC. We got to see it in the comments. Please let us know. And now I have a clip of Jeanette. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It will never ever leave you. They literally posted the clip today of me talking about Steelers not making it last year. I'm like, can we get over it, please? Move on.
I'm calling Miami. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Now we got to move on to the NFL drama.
Yes. And the new video clips that Ash made. I'm so glad you're back to help us with the video editing because I'm not good at it. So
I like
you.
doing it. It's fun.
So thank you, thank you, ma'am. All
If
right.
you need Ash for production and making your video, reach out. Give her a little cash.
Give her a little cash, exactly.
I'll take your money.
All right, here we go. Go ahead and grab your water if y'all need it.
Let's go.
Ladies, we got to talk about some drama. Yes, Nicole, the drama of this week was insane. Ooh,
I love it. Oh, that was
That's how excited she got. Like, this is perfect.
Yes.
That's how we feel when we talk about this NFL drama. And Delilah, we got a pretty good one to talk about today because it's something that we need to be talking about. So what we got?
So we're talking about maybe extreme fans, toxic fans. I don't know. There's different words for it, but we love the NFL, but we know there's a dark side to it. And there are some fans that take things too far. Like, I play fantasy football for fun, but some people really take that seriously. Some people take their teams losing too much.
Yes.
Like, just too far. They take things just too far. Like,
Yes.
like what happened, on Monday, there were a lot of fans that were not happy that the game didn't continue.
Yeah.
or that it wasn't rescheduled, not just because of their fantasy football, which some people were complaining, but
Oh
also,
yeah.
but they cared more about the 1 through 7 seeding instead of, hey, someone almost died, and so a lot of that came out, and then I heard, even though it's not NFL, then I started seeing that people were sending death threats to the Ohio State player that missed the field goal that could have won the game. And it's like, I love football, but not to the detriment of forgetting that those players are human beings with flesh and blood.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
Okay?
Absolutely.
I recognize them as human beings made of flesh and blood, not robots. Not, you know what I'm saying? They play this game. We know that because they love the game, right? They really care about the game. The first thing DeMar asked was who won, right? That should tell you
Yeah.
where their mindset is. A lot of these players want to go out there, not just for themselves, but for their fans, because they don't want to let you down. Look at how many concussions our man Tua has because he doesn't want to let his team down, his fans down, or himself down. And I feel like it's time for us to take a stand.
Yeah.
And because I feel the majority of us think like us, where they are people and we love football, but I think we can recognize that they're human beings, and we need to start changing that culture of, hey, that your fantasy football and stuff don't matter. They matter. So
Absolutely.
like, and so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, the NFL drama. So I know it's not dramatic per se, but I feel like it was just important for us to talk about.
It's absolutely something we need to talk about. But the thing is, these fans are just getting crazy altogether. We've seen where the Patriots lady was just yelling in the man's face. I mean, the Raiders lady was yelling in the man's face at the Patriots guy. It's getting to the point where you see where, players are going through the tunnel and people are throwing things on the field.
Yep.
Like the I love the Dallas Cowboys, but they don't pay me. Like they don't know who I am. I mean, I'm a fan.
Exactly.
They know who I am. I'm not gonna. I just feel like there's a certain level of obsession with the game, and craziness with the game that I look at those situations like, yo, people really need to chill. They don't pay you, nor does the organization even know who you are in particular. You're just a fan, and we're very important fans. But the team doesn't necessarily know Janae or Ash or Kate or Delilah or Nicole. They don't know us by name. We are fans. And we're supposed to respect the game and love the game. And also realizing that we don't play the game. There's a certain amount of players that actually get out there and risk their lives and play the game and get hurt and concussions. We can say whatever we want, but at the end of the day, you texting people's, spouses and girlfriends and texting them about you hope they die and all this stuff because they missed a field goal. You have never had to be on national TV where the world is looking at you and the fans are looking at you, thousands of fans, where you got pressure of kicking a field goal or scoring a touchdown. So put yourself in their shoes. You will never be in that position, because we weren't fortunate enough to play the game. They play this beautiful game, and I need fans to realize that we can never put ourselves in their shoes unless we're actually playing the NFL game. And so all of you guys obsessing and doing crazy stuff, you just look insane. Hey, Ash, what you think?
Yeah, I agree with everything that's already been said. It's just wild to me that people really take the time out of their day to get on Twitter and DM their player and be like, I hate you, I hope you die because you got me 3 fantasy points this week. Like, what the heck is your problem?
I don't owe you
are
anything.
not okay. You are not okay. That's not normal behavior. That's not okay. Again, with all this DeMar Hamlin stuff, it's super tragic, but actually a lot of great things have come out where fans have stuck together. I saw something on Twitter today of people bashing Joe Burrow because he was warming up on the sideline. I'm like, yeah, because there was a miscommunication that told them that they were going to have to get back out on the field. Don't bash Joe Burrow, bash the person that said, hey, you got 5 minutes and you're on offense.
Thank you.
You got to get back out there.
Right.
Even the stuff with I don't know, it's just crazy. There's zero reason ever why anyone needs to get on the internet or message these people about how they're terrible and they should die or you hate them because they didn't get you fantasy points or they missed a field goal. It's always I feel bad for kickers. Being a kicker has to be a very stressful, very pressure, and it's always oh, you missed a field goal, you suck, I hope you. Well, can we talk about how the defense gave up X amount of points. Or, like,
Right.
how the offense didn't score. It's the kicker's fault. Like, leave
It's
alone.
crazy. It is crazy.
It's just crazy, and people need to realize, like, these are people. I mean, would you want, if your brother's whatever played football, would you want people messaging your brother like that? Would you want people messaging your brother's mom like, be like, hey, your son sucks? Because that's what people do. They go as far as like
Yeah,
reach out
they
to the
do.
family
Yes,
members and
yes.
things. Like, that is insane. You are crazy.
Weird.
I love when players get on like Twitter. They're like, like, I don't even remember who it was. Somebody like Austin Eckler the other day was like, I don't care about your fantasy. Like, I don't care. I don't play for your fantasy.
Thank you. I play for
But-
the NFL. I don't play for your fantasy. Exactly. It's just.
But I saw a lot of people too, like the Joe Burrow one I had mentioned. There was a lot of people underneath the comments that are like, "This is not it. Like, this
Right.
is not it. You need to stop. This is not it. This is disgusting behavior." So it's nice. I know the large majority of people are not like this, but
Exactly.
they're loud. The toxic ones
Mhm.
are just loud,
It
and
really
it's
is.
unfortunate as a player to have to. I mean, that has to get you if you're constantly getting bombarded with just, we hate you. I mean, I don't like the Eagles. I don't like them. I hate the Eagles, but I don't hate anybody that plays for the Eagles. Really, it's
Exactly.
just a rivalry. So like, I don't want them to win, but I
Right.
respect everybody on that team. I
Exactly.
love Kelsey with like everything in my soul. But I want him to lose every week he plays football. So
Right.
people just, you need to separate like football and your fandom and everything. Just, yeah, it's disgusting. I agree, Nathan. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nicole, what you think?
I mean, I went into a deep rabbit hole of this after this was saying, and like into the psyche. But I mean, I'm just joining you guys this year, and I mean, fans are supposed to be kind, open, generous. We're supposed to be a place of genuine acceptance, social support, and belonging. That's how I feel as being a fan of being communicative and just being together with another person.
Yeah.
But it just seems sometimes that some people can be the abusive party
Yes.
in the abusive relationship for the content they're a fan of.
Yes.
And kind of salting it on someone else. We're supposed to be embracing gaming's diversity. So I really do think that sometimes it is a little bit where it could be, and I don't know where these people come from, but sometimes it could be if they identify so much and hold so much in that identity, then they almost feel entitled to, go and talk into it when that is not the case. You shouldn't
Yes.
have that as your whole identity. So I don't know. I just thought it was crazy. Don't say things if you aren't nice.
I love Nicole. You're right.
Just don't talk if you're mean.
Stop.
Love it.
Oh, I love it. Kate, what do you think?
We had a punter for Michigan, since we're talking college and pros, that really botched a punt at the end of a Michigan State game, and we ended up losing because the Michigan State recovered the punt and ran it back. He had 1,000 death threats before midnight. And people were on chat groups or fan groups of Michigan saying the most hateful things about our coach, saying the most hateful things about our team and our players and about that punter. And he quit football. He just said, I'm not doing this. If this is what it's going to be, and this is how fans are going to react, I'm done. And we have to remember these players are also humans. And humans, we err, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. We don't always execute things perfectly. Players don't always execute their game plans perfectly. They may read a play and then they'd say, oh crap, I didn't see that defender, and now I have a pick six. They're human. At the end of the day, these players are human. And unfortunately, things like this and the clicking and the keyboard warriors out there in the armchair quarterbacks sitting in their lazy
Oh,
boy
yeah.
have really ruined sports in a bad way. Put down your devices, put down your phones, and realize that these are players' these are someone's sons, these are someone's brothers, this is someone's father, this is someone's relative, friend, and these people have hearts and feelings, and at the end of the day, that they go home and beat themselves up enough. They don't need us beating them up as well.
Absolutely.
And I feel deep down in my heart, I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but do I wish death on Aaron Rodgers?
Exactly.
Absolutely not. Do I think Aaron Rodgers should go play in traffic? Because I've seen fans put on Twitter, he should just go play in traffic and see what happens, because obviously he doesn't deserve to live because he lost me that game. I mean, I've seen the worst of the worst, even from my own fan bases. I've seen the worst of the worst. And I just think we need to realize these are humans. And they're giving us the entertainment we want.
Yeah.
And they're out there playing for us, but they're playing for their teams. And we are not perfect. I can't go out and throw a 67-yard pass to win a game. I can't go out and run 75 yards to beat Ohio State. I can't do any of that myself. So if you can't go out and do it, and you don't want to step up and try to be a walk-on for your team or a team, and you don't think you're qualified to be the coach of a team, and you're not out there filling out your resume, you have no right to talk. So shut the hell up.
All right, Kate.
So I'm sorry I cursed. I apologize, but
I am.
I'm just saying, stop it.
Yeah.
I've been more cautious of me lately, and I'm like, I can't do it. So why should I criticize something I physically can't do myself? So,
absolutely.
you know what? No one's perfect. We may have our dislikes. We may have our people we don't like, our teams we don't like. But at the end of the day, they're humans. And we got to humanize these people. And sometimes we need to take a step back and say, we may not like these players, but they are someone's family.
Bingo. Absolutely. I mean, he get
know
mad
what,
at
though?
one game, and then literally like what, 4 games later, like say you were mad at the Tom Brady and the Bucks earlier in the season because they weren't doing that great. Now all of a sudden they're killing it, and then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to kill you. Week 2.
Actually, I love you now.
But I think I've been overly critical.
right.
I'm like, I don't know what his drama's been like off the field. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, you still don't wish you're not wishing death or anything horrible to them.
Right.
But it's just like, yeah, I'm sorry I wanted to kill you week 2, but now week 17 we're great.
I love you now. You know what I would love though? I would love, like, if you're in Derrick Henry's DMing him, I wish Derrick Henry would come knock on your door and stand in front of your little.
Oh my God, I'd be scared to death. I would be scared to death.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
yeah. Derrick Henry standing over you. You're like, oh.
Exactly.
You wouldn't say it to their face.
I ain't got nothing to say now.
The only thing I would be in Derrick Henry's DMs for was like, that girlfriend or wife you have? I could be better than her.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her.
That's called shooting your shot. Way different.
That's the only reason I'd be in any players' DMs and be like, I'm a single mom. I can help take care of you.
Okay, you're so bad. Guys, we hope that you are enjoying this, but we definitely wanted to bring some light into the situation with this drama. This is definitely drama. So we definitely want people to realize that those teams don't pay you. Like the team, but do not be obsessed with the team or think that the team is yours personally.
Cares about you.
Another thing real quick is don't be hard on T. Higgins. That was not his fault. He's getting a lot of flack.
People are insane. People are, you see that hit every day. You see that hit every week. Yeah. It happens
multiple times a game
situation, but you see this every week. day in and a day out. And for every football player that I talked to this week, this is something so routine, a hit that did not look abnormally crazy, or this is what, I mean, it's happened before. So please, and he probably is traumatized too. So we got to be sending positive energy.
And
Hours at the hospital.
T. Higgins has already been through a lot this year. His dad died before the season started. Like, this man has
He did go through a lot. You're right. I
stuff
forgot about
going
that.
on already, and he's had injuries this
Yeah.
year that I'm sure.
Yeah, you do
very
a
mentally
hit and you
draining.
hit
True.
somebody and you feel like you could possibly kill them. Imagine how traumatizing that is.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about his dad too.
Let's stop being these crazy fans and realize that each and every player that's out there are human beings. They go home just like we do after work. They spend time with their family just like we do. You know what I'm saying? They are human beings. So stop putting them on this pedestal like, they are, going to pay your rent next week. Stop.
I mean, go ahead, pay my rent, but like, but yes, you're right.
I want them to pay it if they don't. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, we love that you guys tuned in this week. Man, we are super excited. But Delilah, do we have something left?
Our final segment that we always close our show with. So one more little clip, and then we'll move on to our final segment.
There we go.
We always end. We tend to end on a positive note with these. So
there we go.
All right, here we go. But you need to like not give up and just try your best to persevere through whatever you want to reach, right? Whatever goal, whether it's short goal, long goal, whatever, just perseverance is key. And I know it's hard.
All right, did it play?
It played for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it played for me.
Dang, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
We're working on this. I think that stupid moment where you're just standing there like. All right, guys. Ladies have the final say. We love this final segment because we try to keep, like Delilah said, try to keep it positive. Something that, we just got on our mind and something that we want to get out. I'll go first. I'm super excited about having Ash back and the Fab Five are here.
Aww.
It's so good to see her face and just having Nicole with us. It's just such a blended family, and we're all from different places everywhere. But it reminds me of how life works. You never know where you're going to be in life, no matter what. Things you need to do one thing, and then you get distracted and have to do something else, and then you got to do something else, and then you got to do something else. We're so busy with life and life woes and life happiness, but the fact that we can all get on here on Thursday evenings together just makes me so happy. From different places, from different areas that love the game of football. And like we said, Sean started this. Sean started this vision with having all of these shows. So the fact that we got a ladies takeover, it just makes me super excited. So there's nothing that I wanted to say more than I'm super excited to have 5 wonderful, dynamic ladies that talk football, that know the game, and that we're all together again. This is a great first episode. 5. Let's go. All right, Delilah, what you got for ladies had a final say?
Yeah, no, I'm just happy. Again, I just wanted to say, happy birthday to Andrew and Nick. Happy birthday to my mama, because her birthday's tomorrow too. A lot of Capricorns in the house.
Yeah.
No, but what I want to say is honestly, and I've said it a few times, but I'm going to continue. I'm like, practice empathy. Okay. Yeah. Everybody thinks that is instinctual, but it's really not. It's a learned process. It really is. You have to put yourself in another person's shoe. That's what empathy and compassion are. So lead with compassion and empathy, and it'll always steer you in the right direction. Empathy and compassion are not going to steer you wrong.
No.
So always lead with that. Lead with compassion, lead with empathy. We need it out there. So even though we talked about the extreme fans, like Ash was saying, Kate and everybody, we also had the opposite effect, which is an outpouring of love.
Yes.
An outpouring of community, an outpouring of concern, and that's what we need more of. Those positive vibes. I get it. Not everybody's religious, but a lot of people are sending positive vibes, and that's fine too.
Absolutely.
People can be spiritual. You don't have to follow a specific deity to wish good on someone else.
Absolutely.
That's just being a human, right? So, so just show compassion, show kindness, show empathy. And I feel like that will change so many different outlooks, and it'll just make things a lot better, you know, and that's my final say.
I love it. Have empathy. Let's go. All right, Ash, what you got?
But I always come super prepared and have a lot of inspirational shit to say. Just kidding. No, I don't.
I love you.
I just want to say thank you to everybody here for letting me come back. I kind of just I spent a lot of time like getting everything ready, and then I was like, yeah, I can't do this, and I kind of just left. So I felt really bad about just like ditching everybody. Essentially, I was like, sorry, and then I messaged Kate, and I was like, I kind of want to come back. I don't know if you guys want me back because I kind of just like ghosted everybody.
Never.
So I just want to thank everybody for letting me come back because I love it here. I was watching Andrew, and Andrew's like, oh, on his Christmas special, he's like, oh, the girls are on here. They're just talking about how like you guys are going to be nominated or whatever, and how amazing you are for the girls show and stuff. I'm like, I haven't been on there for a long time. I'm like, that makes me feel sad. I want to come back.
No,
now.
you're still here. You're still with us.
Yes.
Do you know how long
Always.
we've been pitching to have you come back?
So no, I just want to say thank you for everyone letting me come back because I love it here. There are times when I come on and I'm like, oh my god, I like have to get all this stuff ready to have to come on here, and it just seems like a lot, and I don't really want to do it. And then I get on here and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm super happy that Nicole has joined. This is amazing. I'm obsessed with you, Nicole. You're amazing. So yeah, just happy to be here and thankful that y'all accepted me back.
Absolutely. We are a family for life. We all have situations. These ladies know with a newborn child, my schedule is just all jacked up. They have been looking out. You are always welcome. You are a part of our team. You took a break. It's something that people actually need to do sometimes. You know, if you feel you need a break, take a break. You know, but that's what family is all about. You're in the family. You're coming back. You're taking your rightful place. So don't feel like if you ever
I feel like I was never gone.
Oh, yay.
It's a life lesson that we all need to learn. If you need to take a break from whatever, do it. You're always going to be welcome back to wherever you know what I'm saying. Wherever you left, it'll still be there when you get back. But take your time to just focus on yourself. You have to, family, whatever. Focus, do whatever you need to do. But Ash, I'm so excited. Oh,
I'm so happy.
The ladies had a final say.
Who do you want to go next?
Kate.
Yeah.
Okay. In less than 6 months, my world is going to be changing a lot. My daughter's graduating high school
Aww.
and going off to college. And I'm just telling you, time flies.
Aww.
It does.
So enjoy each day, enjoy each minute, enjoy each second of time and of life, because it goes fast.
Yes, it does. Yes,
So
it does.
I'm going to tell you right now, Janae, enjoy Quinn as much as you can, because they go from Quinn to Nora in a split second.
Absolutely.
It goes way too fast.
Man.
Ash, enjoy Sophie and Shiloh as much as you can.
She'll be driving me nuts sometimes. Though.
That's
It
a
goes
normal thing.
way
I know.
too fast.
I look at pictures of Shiloh from like 2 years ago when he was a baby, and I'm like, that feels like forever ago. Just that. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's
All I
crazy.
gotta say is enjoy your days, enjoy your minutes, enjoy every second, because life changes so fast and so rapidly. Next fall, when she goes off to college, I'm gonna have this lonely little pit in me and not know what to do, because she's been a part of my life as a completely single mom for almost 18 years.
Come on.
So voids are coming, and I know I gotta prepare for them. So just enjoy who you have in your life when you have them, and enjoy every minute, every second with them. Love them, cherish them, because life changes, and changes in life happen that you got to prepare for, because I'm trying to prepare for that change that's coming. And I just want you to know that life goes very, very fast. And when you get to my age of 46, it goes even faster the older you get.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
before you know it, she'll probably be graduated from college before I know it. But anyway, enjoy the people in your life, love them and cherish them. You don't know when life is going to change. You don't know when a Damar Hamlin situation is going to happen in your lives. Life is precious, so enjoy the times, the minutes, the seconds, because life changes and things change and life's patterns change. So know that with change comes the fact that in how fast time goes, enjoy every little minute, every
Absolutely.
little day, because I'm gonna need you ladies more than ever when it comes fall, because you guys are gonna have to help fill those holes and those voids and that loneliness,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna be very lost.
Oh.
So
Just
but-
for a little bit, though. Just for a little bit. Then you'll learn how to get your groove back. Don't you worry.
Are you telling me my new name's gonna be Stella and I'm gonna have my groove back?
Let's go. Let's go.
So anyway, but enjoy everybody in your life. Enjoy every moment of them, and don't take people for granted that you have in your life.
Yeah.
And show that unconditional love for each other. Don't put conditions on love. There should never be conditions on love. It should always come unconditionally and with an open heart. So that's my final say.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
See what I mean? Inspirational. And then you got me.
No, oh, stop.
We love you and we're glad you're back.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right, Nicole, let's finish this off. What you got for ladies had a final say?
Well, you guys keep bringing up a Fab Five, 555, and 5 is actually a pretty special number to me. It's helped me out quite a bit in my life. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip that my therapist has told me that has helped me dealing with trauma. Our bodies go through some things, and it's really, really hard. And sometimes when you feel you're good in your mind, but you have anxiety in your body and stuff. One thing that really helped me out was this tool that it's the 5 things. So if you're feeling or if you see someone, it could help them out too. This 5 things, you say it out loud or in your mind, is you name 5 things you can see right there. You name 4 things you can hear, and then you do 3 things you can smell, and then do 2 things you can touch, and 1 thing that you can taste. It includes all of the 5 senses. You could do it in whatever order, but it helps break the mind and the body up in where you are, and being in the now sometimes does help, and that's helped me out in the past. So I got to share it with you guys. It's great.
Yeah, I love that you shared that, because that is like it's like a grounding technique. It's so good.
Absolutely.
I know I've shared it with people in my life, and they have helped. They've done the 5 things.
I'm actually
with me
gonna do
when
it.
I'm
I'm actually gonna do
going
it.
through a hard time. So
Thank you for that.
Nicole,
I
you
love that
have
you
to
shared
send
that.
that in our group chat so I know how to do it.
Well, that's a good one.
Yes, yeah.
I love that.
I like that. That is beautiful. Nicole, I don't want to. Are you done?
Oh, I'm done. That was it.
Okay.
5 things.
That was great.
Drop the mic. 5 things. Drop the mic. Hey, please send me that, because I'm definitely gonna be doing that.
See, inspirational.
See, inspirational. I feel so good, ladies. I love getting on the show with you guys every week, and I hope that you guys at home do too. Please come back next Thursday. We're gonna have stuff to talk about, guys, because clearly there's some football that's happening this weekend. We had an intense week, and it looks like they're gonna get back to the game this weekend. So, and we have all these crazy things that's getting ready to happen. So trust me, we will be talking about it. Any drama, we will be bringing it up. So please know that it's going down with the Fab 5. So we can't wait to see y'all next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't know any other time zones because I always suck at that. But 7, 6,
6 o'clock
That's
Mountain
enough.
Time.
8 enough Eastern. We'll figure the rest out.
Exactly. Just 8 o'clock Eastern. Type it in Google. Find out what your time zone is. There we go. We love you guys. We will see you next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. See y'all later. Have a great one.
Good night. That was fun.